Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Good morning, everyone. On this occasion, we are from Group 7. We'll have a discussion on issues related to civil engineering, which were discussed by Group 8 in the previous assignment. But before entering the discussion session, let me introduce the member of Group 7. The first is me, Muhammad Sandi Fahreza. Second is Muhammad Syafrial Ihza Adzana. And the last is Muhammad Zaki. In the previous assignment, Group 8 was discussed issues related to civil engineering. The issues discussed by Group 8 are first, Cileunyi Sumedang Dawuan or Cisumdawu toll road targeted for completion by the end of 2021. Second is making a bicycle monument in the Sudirman area. Anies spent 800 million rupiahs. And the last is half of all construction contractor closed down as project stall. But on this time, we will not discuss these three issues. We will only discuss the second issues, that is making a bicycle monument in the Sudirman area. Anies spent 800 million rupiah. There are three things that we will discuss. The first is the reason why we choose this issue over the other two issues. Second is our feedback on this issue. And third is solution of this issue from us. Okay, before entering into the discussion of these three things, this is an explanation of the issue that will be told by Muhammad Zaki.
Okay, thank you. We will discuss about 800 million Indonesian rupiah, bicycle monument, cyclist community, government is better to fix the bike path. The provincial government of DKI Jakarta will build a bicycle monument on Sudirman Street, said Deputy Governor Riza Patria. A monument costing 800 million Indonesian rupiah was built to show Jakarta partiality to cyclists. Riza's statement was made public. So, part of the construction of permanent bike path, the bicycle monument is expected to be the motivation for the expansion of bicycle culture. Bicycles are expected to be a mode of transportation, not just reaction or sport. In addition, Riza called the bicycle monument also an opportunity for art actors to create, to show our impartiality towards road user. This is a good thing, and we want to build the capital, Riza said at City Hall Thursday, April 9. The discourse on the construction of the monument was criticized by many, one of them former Democratic Party politician Ferdinand Hutahian. Ferdinand tweeted, "This program is not useful. It is no philosophical foundation." Nah, based on these problems, we would like to raise this issue for discussion. Okay, for an information about this monument. A bicycle wheel is depicted in the 5.7-meter high circular bicycle monument. The shape was selected to represent dynamic movement. A number of small circles printed in the shape of a disc are printed on the other side of monument facing the road. The icon of a number of buildings that are symbol of Jakarta pride will be printed on the disc. Additionally, educational infographic about bicycle will be printed on the remainder of the large circle. Meanwhile, stainless steel reflective material will be used on the interior facing the pedestrian walkway. It is goal to give pedestrians and cyclists an opportunity to reflect on their surroundings. The obelisk inner side, particularly the circle print, like will be installed on the obelisk inner side. Particularly, the circle printed with reflective materials. Okay, we move to the first discussion. About why we choose this issue. First, from me, the reason why our group choose this topic is because in Indonesia, the bicycle monument is the first concept. This monument was constructed in the strategic location in the General Sudirman area of central Jakarta, where there are a large number of motorized vehicles. It is hoped that by erecting the monument at that location, people will be encouraged to switch to bicycle. As a result, pollution in Jakarta will be reduced. Next, opinion from Syahrial.
Why I chose this issue? Because I am interested in discussing the funds used for the construction of this monument. The government stated that the construction of this monument used funds from the private sector and did not use any state budget funds. Next from Reza.
Okay, thank you. The reason I choose this issue over other issues is because I see the construction of this monument only as a decoration, not for any other function. This is interesting to analyze because during a pandemic like now, many companies have to stop operating to save expenses, as discussed by Group A in the third issue. But the DKI government is actually carrying out the development that I think are less useful. And then the first and the third issues discussed by Group 8 uh, have been widely discussed in the media. However, for the second issues related to the construction of the bicycle monument, it is still hotly discussed until now. Maybe that's my opinion. Next, we move on the second topic of discussion regarding our responses related to the issue of the construction of bicycle monument that cost 800 million. The first response will be told by Muhammad Syafrial Ihza.
The first point is about the cost. In my opinion, the cost of building the monument is unreasonable because the amount of money spent is not proportional to the resulting building. What the local government has to do to explain the details of the development cost to the community so that there is not sufficient of misappropriation of funds in the minds of the people. Although the funds used are not from the regional budget, it is also possible that the cost to the monument is that big, because it is possible that the material used from the construction are different from the building material used in conventional buildings. In addition, this monument has a beautiful shape so that with this monument the view of the city becomes more varied and not monotone. Next from Reza.
Okay, well, my response to the project for the construction of this bicycle monument is still related to the function of the bicycle monument itself. From several sources that I have read, there are many opinions regarding the function of this monument. There are parties who agree with the construction of this bicycle monument as a decoration and beautification of Jakarta's urban planning, but there are also those who do not agree with the construction of this monument. Personally, I don't agree with the construction with this bicycle monument because, in my opinion, this monument has no historical value like the Pancasila monument and other monuments. In addition, the placement of this monument on the main road in Jakarta is also inappropriate because usually the monuments that are installed on the main road are monuments that have historical value and have something to do with the state. Regarding the function of this monument, the DKI government state that this monument is a form of government's participantship to cyclists. But This is opposed by the group of cyclists themselves. According to them, the government participantship is not by building a monument, but by building better cyclist facilities, such as a special road for cyclists, so that the construction of this monument, according to them, is a waste. However, it is undeniable that the construction of this monument can also beautify the city planning of Jakarta. The next opinion is from Muhammad Zaki.
In addition, the implementation of the monument construction is not appropriate because the monument was built when the COVID-19 pandemic hit Indonesia. Many people are struggling in the economic sector. The local government should invite the private sector to solve this problem, not even invite the private sector to build a monument that does not have a function like this. Okay, let's move to the third discussion about solution for this issue. First, from Muhammad Sandi Fahreza.
Okay, first, let's remember that the construction of this bicycle monument cost 800 million rupiah. This figure is not a small number for the construction of a monument, especially now that Indonesia is still in a pandemic. In my opinion, it will be better for the government to rethink whether the cost incurred will be commensurate with what the citizens will receive. Even though all the costs used are costs from the private sector and do not reduce the cost of the regional budget, it should be used to support public facilities first. For example, during this pandemic, Jakarta still need health facilities. So the government should prioritize the construction of these facilities. Perhaps the construction of this monument has already started and could have been completed. Therefore, the government should rethink the use of the cost incurred when planning to build other monument. Uh, Maybe that is a solution from me. Next solution is tell by Muhammad Syafrial Ihza.
However, if the DKI government reasoned that it wanted to build this monument as a way of paying attention to cyclists, then the cost for the construction of this monument should be priorities from the construction of the cyclist facility, such as special road for the cyclists, cycle parking lots, and many other things that function to support cycling. Because remember again, this monument only functions as a decoration. If all important facilities have been built properly, then the government can only think about other facilities such as in the monument, for example, and the last is solution from Muhammad Zaki.
Okay, thank you. In my opinion, but in reality, because the government of DKI Jakarta has decided to carry out the construction of this monument, and now the monument has been completed, then we as a citizens must be able to maintain what the government has made. Don't let this monument that costs a lot of money to build. Likewise, with the government itself, the government must be able to maintain the existence of this monument. That's the monument that has built in the end. It is maintained and must be dismantled at a later date. Maybe this is my opinion about solution for this issue. Next to Muhammad Reza.
Uh, Maybe enough from me. Uh, Muhammad Syafrial, can you speak the can you tell the conclusion from this issue?
Okay, from the discussion that we have done previously, The conclusion that we can draw from the issue of building a bicycle monument is that the complexity of a bicycle monument will cost uh, 800 million from the private sector cost, in your opinion, less useful to do. This is because the amount of cost incurred is not proportional to the benefit obtained. Especially during this pandemic, the government should focus more on the health of its citizens. However, because the construction of this monument has been complete, we as citizens at this time only have maintained the existence of this monument, but not let the monument that spend such as large amount of money will lead to its construction in fine. Okay.
Okay, thank you, Syafrial. Maybe that's all we can say on this occasion. We apologize if there are many mistakes. Everything that we describe is purely our opinion and our feedback. Thank you for your attention and wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.